Love the build. One of my favorite builds so far.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Spence and Marissa here with Core 4x4. We're going to be continuing with our Bronco build today, and we're going to be focusing on the front end. So what do we have left to do?
So today we got to put upper control arms on. We got to do the Falcon front coilovers, and then we're also going to do some heavy duty tie rod ends. Now this is a wild track, which starts at about 1 inch of lift over factory, and we're stepping up to a total of 3.5 inches with the Falcon coilovers. So in order to do that, we needed an upper control arm that is adjustable to get our alignment in. So we went with the Icon billet aluminum adjustable uppers, and like the rest of the build, we did them in the Method bronze to match the Method wheels and to match all our parts on the rear end. And we went with the Icon heavy duty tie rod ends as well, because when you step up to 37-inch tires on these Broncos, that's a bit of a weak point and they can bend or break when you're putting all that extra force on them. So we're gonna be replacing those as well. And of course, to match the rear, we have the Falcon 3.5-inch coilovers, and that's really all we have left besides putting the wheels on.
Okay, so let's start with tear down so we can get these parts and get these wheels back on.
Let's do it. All right, so after fighting with the coilover a bit, we realized we need to take off the axle nut to allow the CV axle to slide out a little bit and let everything come down a bit more, just so we can get the coilover out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. All right, tear down was a bit of work, but we're finally there. Now we're just gonna put everything back in the reverse order. Now for the coilovers, Falcon does include an upper bracket here for the new eyelet to bolt to. So we're gonna put that on first, get the new coilover in, and then we're just gonna start slapping everything back together. All right, so we finally got the driver's side done. It is a bit more difficult than the passenger side because you do have to take out your inner fender liner in order to get at that steering linkage, which you have to disconnect in order to get your upper control arm bolt completely out. We got all that done. I am gonna leave the sway bar disconnected on this side, just so we don't have to fight it as much on the other side when we're removing the coilover. But other than that, it's looking really good. I am super stoked. It matches the rear now. We're just one more corner of the vehicle until we're completely done. We can put the new wheels on, set it down, see how she looks. Let's get over to the other side. All right, so that does it for the passenger side. And it was a bit easier than the driver's side because we didn't have to deal with the steering linkage and taking out the inner fender liner, but still a pretty intensive install. It's all back together, alignment's definitely off. We didn't finish the rear end alignment either. We're gonna leave that up to the alignment shop tomorrow. We'll let them tighten the jam nuts and everything. But I did wanna mention that the lower control arm bushings are still rubber and they're gonna have a bit of a preload on them because we changed the height of the Bronco. That'll be fixed tomorrow at alignment when they loosen those cam bolts to adjust the arms and get everything dialed in, and then they'll reset the preload on those bushings at ride height on the ground. Now we did torque down the upper control arms, but they do have a Heim joint, so that preload doesn't come into effect. It doesn't, the upper control arms don't have the same issue that a rubber bushing would, like the lower control arms. So everything's torqued down. All that we have left to do is reattach the driver's side sway bar. We left that off so we didn't have to unattach this side, and that worked out pretty good. So we're gonna get that attached, get the wheels on, and finally set this down and see how it looks.
And just like that, we're done.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really quick.
Yeah. It's really warm in here, so we're getting kind of sweaty,
Yeah.
and we're
doing this in the
glad we
middle of the
finished.
summer. There's no AC in here. It's hot. I'm sweaty. I'm tired. But this build was awesome.
This looks amazing. I have to be honest, I was not like super crazy about this color of green when it first came in, but I think it looks amazing with the bronze.
I know.
It seriously looks so good. And I bet you this video doesn't even do it justice.
And I'm never a dark green fan. I mean, you ask any of the guys at the shop, we're all about orange, as you've seen in a lot of our videos over at Core 4x4. So it's nice to do something a little different. And this eruption green with the bronze accents kind of just really makes it work. And
It totally does.
I'm super stoked. Everything looks just really good. It doesn't seem like 3.5 inches of lift. I mean, this seems so much taller between the tires and 2 more inches of lift. It'll settle down a little bit and we'll get it over the alignment shop. But it's kind of sad actually, because not only is this the last video of the Bronco series, but it's also the last video in our studio here. We are building a new studio. We want to keep bringing videos like this, keep making content, doing cool builds, showing you some different parts, different color schemes, and even showing you how to do the install on some of these projects that we have. And we wanted to thank you all for watching and supporting us along the way. Let us know if you like the content. Let us know what you think about the color scheme. We read all the comments. We love your guys' support. It's the best way to support what we do here in bringing you guys this content. Thank you again. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.